Sorry about that. It's hard to talk with the helmet on. My armour was made of iron, which was 1 centimeter thick. I was the original Iron Man, you know. 4 blacksmith friends helped me create it. We had a helmet, shoulder guards, breastplate, and a flap of iron for protection down below. But the problem was, it was so heavy, I could hardly move. I really didn't think that one through. My family and I had been hounded by the troopers for a long time. My father was a convict from Ireland and died in prison when I was 12 years old. I was then the eldest male in the household. I was arrested in 1870 for hanging out with the bushranger Harry Power and borrowing horses. I was imprisoned for 3 years. Even when I tried to make an honest living, I was accused of various crimes. So, in 1878, after being accused of attempted murder, I fled into the bush. You see, some of them were corrupt back then and didn't deserve to have power. There was no training for troopers in those days. So long as you were English or had an English background, you could become one. My family had been harassed by troopers just because we were Kellys and Irish. I knew the troopers would never back down, and I didn't want to be captured alive. So, I was inspired by the knights of old and created a suit of armour. I wanted to scare and intimidate the troopers. My body armour was covered in an oilskin coat, and, as they shot at me, I was protected from the bullets. It was like I was invincible, like Superman. The police had never seen the armour before, so it was a surprise to them. From my point of view, I was doing the right thing. I was protecting my family, my Irish friends, and my heritage from the unfair, despicable troopers. Yes, we killed troopers, and we robbed banks. But it all built up after years of being taunted by the authorities, the government, and the British Empire. I can understand that people would see me as a bad person. When I reflect back, I think of people like Paul Rose Kennedy, who lost their father at Stringybark Creek because of me. However, when it comes down to it, it was either him or me. I lost my father at a young age too, so I know that's a terrible thing. For people in today's Australia, it's not a matter of whether what I did was right or wrong. I'm part of folklore now. People know who I am and what I did. When they hear my name, they think of my helmet and my suit of armour. I'm a tourist attraction and an Australian legend. Did you know that the first feature film in the world was titled The Story of the Kelly Gang, made in 1906? As time has gone on, I have become an Australian icon. I did things I thought was right at the time for the injustices that were being done, but I did terrible things back then too. If I did those things today, I would be locked up instead of hung. People can make up their own mind about me, but whatever they think, I'm part of Australia's history for right or wrong. It's just the way it is. Such is life.